I love that the name of this song is I'm assuming just what we can expect, just pop music, just no lies detected. And you know what time it is. It's 5:48 p.m. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And maybe you didn't know what time it is. Maybe it's not the right time where you are. Maybe you're watching at midnight. And this needs to be the last video you watch. You've been scrolling on YouTube. It's time to put the phone down. At least turn the blue light filter on. Today, we are listening to, I guess the artist name is M. We're listening to their track, the first track off the album, Pop Muzik, off of the album New York, London, Paris, and Munich, released in 1979. We're listening to this track because it was recommended by, your name sometimes, so I gotta slow down on it, Hijikale Minope. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Let me try one more time. Hijikale Minope. I think I got that correctly. Anyways, yeah, I have never heard of M. I've never heard of pop music. I've heard of pop music, but I've never heard of pop music. So let's go ahead and get it in. Let's go ahead and talk about it after. Here we go. Did I just say get it in? I don't like that. Let's go. It's loud. Turn my volume down. It is pop. Sounds like Diva. The vocals.
Movie with a suitcase. You're living in a disco. Forget about the rat race. Let's do the milkshake and sell it like a hotcake. Try some, buy some, beat.
Okay.
Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. I wanna dedicate it. Everybody made it. Infiltrate it. Activate it. New York, London, Paris, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music.
It's working.
Pop music. Pop music. Pop music. Sitting in the subway. Shovel with a shoe shine. Makes me a Molotov. I'm on the headline. Wanna be a gunslinger, don't be a rock singer. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which way you wanna go? Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. Right in between. Pop-pop-shoo-wop. Eeny, meeny, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. Right in between it. Pop-pop-shoo-wop. You know what I mean. Hit it.
So wonky and squonky.
Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music.
Where is this music today?
All around the world, wherever you are, dance to the street, anything you like, do it in your car, in the middle of the night. La 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 la. Dance in the supermarket, dig it in the fast lane, listen to the countdown, they're playing our song again. I can't get jumping jack, I wanna hold get back. You like music, get back.
That rhythm, that rapping that he does is so good.
Talk about pop music. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. It's all around you. Pop-pop-shoo-wop. They wanna surround you. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. It's all around you. Pop-pop-shoo-wop. Hit it. New York, London, Paris, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music.
Just want to dance.
Pop music. Pop music. Listen. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Talk about the fever. Pop music. Pop music. Do you read me? Loud and clear. Get it down. Get it down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, talk about pop music.
There is something so unabashedly sweet, bouncy, saccharine, colorful about this track that on one hand, it's like you could almost cringe at it. Almost. But on the other hand, and on the hand that I'm using, it's like so just unabashedly itself that and fun and poppy. It is what it says. You're probably smiling like the baby on the album cover. It's incredibly bouncy, bubblegum-esque. Do not ask me why I was thinking this. Please do not ask me why. But how do I word this in a way I want to word it? I feel like if you had perhaps indulged in some sort of libations, and you walked into a candy store, and you're tripping out in the candy store, this is the song that would be playing. It's sweet, bubbly, colorful. You're probably sitting there like just zoned out. I don't know why that's what I thought of. So the sound, it reminds me, first of all, the vocals, very much Devo, but also very much B-52s. Very B-52s, the vocals there. Sound, it's in a similar direction perhaps as like a Dolby kind of sound, but very much of its own thing. I just like how it's unashamedly what it is. I like that a lot. Where is this type of music now? This needs to come back. This needs to make a resurgence of sorts. The shooby dooby doop, all the shooby dooey, and the rap part where he gets into it, satisfying. His flow is impeccable. The New York, London, Paris, Munich, everybody talk about pop music. Like, also, one more thing. I've never seen the movie, so I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. Doesn't maybe it's the bass line or parts of the melody in this song also kind of sound like Ghostbusters, like the theme from that? I've never seen Ghostbusters, so I don't know anything about the movie, but I do recognize the theme song. It kind of sounds like that. Of course, Ghostbusters came after, I know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, let's look at the lyrics. It's not really too much to dive into here. Pop, pop, pop music. Get up, get down. Radio, video, boogie with a suitcase. You're living in a disco. Forget about the rat race. Let's do the milkshake. Selling like a hot cake. Try some, buy some. Fee, fi, fo, fum. You have to admit, Socrates, Leonardo da Vinci, Poe, Frost, poets, philosophers of our times. And here comes along M. I want to dedicate it. Everybody made it. Infiltrate it. Activate it. Sing it in the subway. Shuffle with a shoe shine. Mix me a Molotov. I'm on the headline. Want to be a gunslinger? Don't be a rock singer. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which way you want to go? I'm not even like memeing. I genuinely love this. All right, let's see. All right, so it's a 1979 song by M, a project by English musician Robin Scott from his debut studio album. The song was accompanied by a well-received music video showing Scott as a DJ behind an exaggerated turntable setup, at times flanked by two female models who sang and danced in a robotic manner. All right. M Factor, the song's B-side, features two different versions, reaching number one, I can't read, on the US Billboard Hot 100 and Australian ARIA singles, and number 2 in the UK singles chart. This deserves to be on the number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Now, I do have kind of a question. Obviously, I don't know a lot of music, but a lot of songs I feel that have reached number 1 or like the most popular songs and things like that, like I have a general knowledge of. Never heard of this. How long did it stay on number 1? I'm curious. We'll see if we get to that. The song was initially recorded in R&B and funk styles before a friend of Scott suggested using synthesizers. He described the genesis of pop music. I was looking to make a fusion of various styles which somehow would summarize the last 25 years of pop music. That's actually really smart. It was like, that's cool to like, okay, let's take pop music from the past 25 years and let's put it together in this song. That's actually really cool. It was a deliberate point I was trying to make. Whereas rock and roll had created a generational gap, disco was bringing people together on an enormous scale. That's why I really wanted to make a simple, bland statement which was all we're talking about basically, is pop music. All right, so in the UK, it was released in the UK, first peaking number 2 in 79, unable to break Art Garfunkel's 6-week stint with Bright Eyes. Of course, it was released in North America, where it eventually climbed all the way to number 1 in Canada and into the US on the 3rd of November. Along with Scott, other musicians who played on the track were his brother Julian Scott, then unknown keyboardist Wally Bardaroo, who I still do not know, synthesizer programmer John Lewis, drummer Phil Gould, okay. Gary Barnacle, I like it. And there's other formats. Look at that. That's some good chart reaction. That's some good peaking. That's great peaking. Number 2 in Ireland, 3 in Netherlands and New Zealand, 5 in Norway, 1 in Switzerland, 1 in Sweden, 1 in West Germany, 1 in Denmark, 1 in Europe. Just all of it. That's good. I like that a lot. That was, and the rhythm, the cadence that he's singing with, the New York, Paris, and the rapping part, fantastic. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the music. Of course, if you did, press the like button. And if you didn't, guess what? You still got to press it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.